I direct your attention.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tyler Carmen and Ron Albert with you from Larry Mills, Beat Digger Stadium. As your Brush Beat Diggers get ready to welcome in the Sterling Tigers, 1-4 in a 4-1 matchup here from Brush tonight. Before we get into the starting lineups and our pregame show, brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Please take a minute with me as we listen in on the national anthem. Wonderful job, as always, by the Brush High School Band. Once again, this is Tyler Carmen alongside Ron Albo. Pregame show brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with the people you know and the people who know you. Stop by one of their 10 locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. As I mentioned before, Sterling comes into tonight 4-1. Your Brush Beat Diggers coming off their first win of the season at Arvada last week. A running clock victory for Coach Rosenbrock. Starting lineups brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more on defense for the visiting Sterling Tigers. They go with number 2, Nicholas Dempsey, number 3, Nate Peterson, number 7, Hunter Hirschfeld, number 11, Sam Emerson, number 12, Caleb Garcia, number 20, Ray Nevins, number 34, Carter Jacob, number 53, Hayden Kaiser, number 54, Gabe Perez, number 72, Ellis Kaiser, and number 88, Caden Kowski. Head coach is Rob Guzmente. For your Brush Beat Diggers on offense, led by Coach Joe Rosenbrock. They go with number 4, Trey Romero, number 6, Axton Haswell, number 7, Eric Rico, number 20, Percy Odell, number 38, Dylan Krob, number 52, Riley Tuck, number 53, Fabian Valles, number 59, Andrew Herrera, number 60, Austin Lay, number 75, Edgar Ortiz, number 77, Eli Klein, and number 81, Landon Mesh. Paul Costa's over there messing me up.
Number 52.
Kickoff brought to you by Bailey Mechanical. When your temperature's not quite right, call your local Lennox dealer, Bailey Mechanical, 970-522-0471. Coin toss is done at midfield. I'll bring in Ron. Who won the toss there, Ron?
Brush won the toss.
I take it they deferred, yes. So they will defer to the second half. Brush in their home unis, gray pants, maroon tops, gold numbers, maroon helmets, Sterling in black bottoms, black helmets, white jerseys with the orange numbers. Brush got a tough league matchup tonight, Ron. Sterling's 4-1. Get used to hearing Carter Jager tonight. They're going to try to run it down the throat. And then they've got a couple different 6'3" receivers that are a danger down the field, especially with the size difference in Brush's secondary. So it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, a little mistake there, Tyler, was Brush Sterling that won the toss. They're going to kick off until the first, second half. Yes, I mean, looking at this game, it's a tale of two records. One team on the way up, one team trying to maintain that 4-1 record, which is Sterling. And so it should be a very good battle. I know that looking at the records, the way that Sterling's been playing, it's going to be a big challenge for the Brush Beat Diggers to make sure that they can get some confidence early in this game and be able to, I know they want to control the clock. I know they want to run the ball. The strength of this team right now is starting to begin. It's going to be that as an offensive line. So the more that they play together, together, the more that they gel, the more they work together, the better they get, the more confidence they get, and therefore that just kind of leads right into their hands of running the ball against this defense for Sterling.
Coach Rosebrook mentioned it in his talk with John Beltran that this is kind of for league right now. They don't want to look too much down the road, but if you can manage to knock off Sterling tonight, you've got Fort Lupton and Weld Central as your last two remaining league games, and that bodes well. Those are two teams that Brush matches up very well against. So again, you don't want to look down the road, but if Brush can pull off a win tonight, they can kind of put those first four losses behind them and try and get into the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about it is that those early games, they do mean something. You know, you want to get some momentum, you want to get some confidence, but it doesn't have a whole lot of effect on your league record out there in league play now.
Once again, kickoff brought to you by Bailey Mechanical. A little scoop kick from Sterling there, south to north. It's going to bounce at about the 30-yard line and be down there. That's where Brush will take over on offense to begin this game.
Where we at? 30 maybe? 30?
Should be right about the 30-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. First and 10, your Diggers.
Ball's on the far hash. Brush going north to south. Eric Rico under center. He had a good game last week on defense. Brush will shift, showing a little bit different offensive formation. Eric Rico will go right up the middle, quarterback keeper. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Had some yards gained there. Instead gets dropped at the 28-yard line as he tried breaking it outside.
Yeah, the way that play was designed, they shifted into like a power formation, brought both the running backs right up next to the quarterback, and they were just going to power straight down with the quarterback keeper. Unfortunately, Sterling did a great job of stuffing it in the middle, and so Rico had to bounce it to the outside, and of course he lost a yard in that play.
He had a couple initially, and then tried to make something happen there, and the DN for Sterling able to make a great play. One man split out wide right. They go dive up the middle. Does Brush this time pick up of a couple?
Roughly about 3 yards in that carry. And Brush is coming out there doing exactly what Coach talked about, just trying to establish a run game and just trying to power right at Sterling and kind of see what kind of adjustments will they make. Where will they line those guys up? A lot of times, right now they've got a guy in a 1 technique on the strong side, and the weak side they've got a guy in a 3 technique. So we'll see where he's going to attack that ball.
Early 3rd and long here for Brush. Sterling 5D lineman. They pitch it out to the right this time.
Axton Haswell, the ball
Axton
carrier.
Haswell, number 6, the ball carrier. Pickup of a couple.
Knocked out of bounds by number 53, Eden Kaiser, and number 3, Luke Peterson.
Yeah, 4th and 6, maybe a long 6, almost closer to 7 yards before the 4th down. Of course, it'll bring up Trey Romero.
Yeah, Brush is going to punt it away early. Hunter Hirschfeld, the sophomore, back to return for Sterling. He stands at their 30. Romero back at Brush's 20. Bad snap there. Bounces to Trey Romero. He gets off a high kick. Ball bounces at the 40 straight up in the air. Take a little bit of a brush bounce. They'll down it. In between the 35 and 40-yard line. And that's where Sterling will take over. 10-19 to go in the first. No score yet.
First and 10 Tigers.
Boy, there's some tall boys on that team.
Yeah, Sterling definitely has some tall guys, a good height advantage, especially in the receiver sections.
Quarterback go under center, man in motion left to right. Wide out to the left, comes in motion left to right as well. Bubble snap there. Ooh, we might have lost it. Brush might have gathered that up. Brush does get it back.
Number 3, Cassius Middleton.
Hunter Diamond I believe, is the quarterback for Sterling here, just bobbled the snap and then couldn't get it picked up off the ground. Looks like he was going to try and pick it up and try and do something instead of just falling on it.
Yeah, and did not work out for him at that time.
No, Brush defensive line all over that. Great starting field position here. Brush gets a second win. As they'll start over from 37 of Sterling. Got a man split out either side. Dive off the right side. Pick up of a few.
Andrew Herrera, the ball carrier, by number 4.
Andrew Herrera.
Yeah, Andrew's seen something a little different for him. Normally he's an offensive and defensive lineman, but they've had some injuries in the running back situation, so Andrew practiced this week at fullback running the ball, so they've got some limited plays that they're set up to use him in certain situations.
5 yards for the offensive lineman.
For an offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm. This time it goes up the middle. That's Haswell. Big gain down to the 20. First down picked up. Give him 10 yards.
By number 53, Aiden Kaiser. Gains enough for another Digger. First down.
That was a beautiful little cutback there in the middle of the field by Axton Haswell. They mark him down at the 21.
It's a good combination there, that power running by Andrew Herrera and that quick burst speed from Haswell.
Haswell in and running back again. Go up the middle to him one more time. Pick up of a few.
Axton Haswell, the ball carrier, by number 7, Hunter Hirschfeld. Gain of 5 on the play.
Axton,
second down and
5 yards there.
5 yards, I mean.
Or a long 4 anyway.
If you're wanting to keep the ball out of the hands of the other team, this is the way to do it. You want to keep that Sterling high-powered offense off the field as much as possible.
Man split out to the right again for Brush. Rico under center. Ball's on the ground there. Sterling's going to recover it. Brush gives it right back after recovering a fumble of their own. That was a fumble off the handoff. Rico didn't even know. Brush turns it over at the 15-yard line of Sterling, 8:34 to go. Now Sterling's the one with the second life. You hate to look back and think that would be something that cost you the game this early on, but that may come back to bite Brush later in the game. Man split out either side for Sterling. Tight end to the right. Man in motion, left to right. Pitch it to the right. That's Jager. Cuts it up the field.
And Jager's a big guy. He gets going, he gets that body moving. With that power and the speed, he's dangerous and hard to bring down.
Give Carter Jager 9 yards on his first carry. Got 2 men split out to the left now in the shotgun. Hunter Diamond's going to look that way, throw out to Hirschfeld. That ball falls incomplete. Eric Rico scooped it up off the ground. It was a forward pass.
In on the coverage.
Well, if you're going to throw a pass, that's a good time to throw it on 2nd and 1. You know, you don't risk too much there because it's short yardage. So now it brings it 3rd down and short. I would imagine he might look to go right back to Jager again and see what he can do.
Split a man out to either side again. In the shotgun this time. 2 men split out to the right side. That's short side of the field. They give it to Jager. Up the middle. Flag flies in. This is going to be a hold. He's got the first down and more, but this play's coming back.
The ball carrier by number 20, first steal. Penalty flag on the play.
I believe the right tackle that time held for Sterling, based on where the flag came flying from.
Flew in from the back judge.
Holding indicated against the Tigers.
They'll back them up 10 yards. Now 3rd and 11.
Down and 11 for the Tigers from the Digger, correction, from the Tiger 15-yard line.
So now they'll spread it out. 2 men to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun set. Slot man in motion right to left. They got Brush to jump.
Penalty flag on the play.
Good hard count there by Diamond.
False start indicated against the Tigers.
Ooh, no, they call it false start on Sterling. Nah, it didn't look like it from.
Didn't look like it from our area.
No.
And 16.
So now it's a 3rd and 16, 3rd and forever for Sterling.
And they came in from a 3rd and 1, 15-yard loss on 2 plays.
They're back inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. 2 men split out to the left. That's a wide side. Shotgun here. Diamond gonna try a little screen pass. It's tipped at the line. Still caught by Caden Mikowski. Doesn't go for much. In fact, I don't know that it went for anything. Tackle was made very early on. And it'll bring up 4th down for Sterling. They'll punt it out of their own end zone.
A good stand for Brush right there, being able to hold him after all that adversity. A 3rd down and 1, and just kept backing him up, and of course played right into Brush's defensive hands. Great punt.
Good punt. High, travels near the 50. Caught there by Brush. Spins out of a tackle. Does Perciol across the 40-yard line. They push him out on the Brush sideline at the 38. And Brush will start in pretty good field position again. 6:42 to go in the first.
First and 10. Here they
Brush already in
go.
their 3rd offensive series.
Good positive yardage on the 37 of Sterling, so that's definitely going to help out the situation.
Brush will send 1 man out.
Waiting for the chain crew to get this chain set on the far end. They had it going the other way.
Yeah. It's a tough job sometimes. Herrera's in a running back again. Haswell to the left. They give it to Herrera. He goes off the left side. Bouncing off tackles. Jager's going to try and drag him down from behind. Big play there by big number 59, Andrew Herrera.
6'2", 250 pounds that gets going. That's going to be awful hard to bring that guy down.
Yeah.
Takes it to the
25 yards.
Tigers.
Longest carry of his career, I'm fairly certain.
Yes, definitely.
Down inside the 20.
A 17-yard pickup.
He's still in. Turn around, give it to Haswell. Haswell goes up the middle. If anything, he's back there as a decoy, too.
Yeah.
You got to think Sterling's looking at that. Yeah, we need to key in on that guy. Haswell picks up 6 yards. 4 early carries for number 6. Paxton Haswell. Brush out of the huddle in a hurry. Haswell and Herrera remain in the backfield. 1 receiver split out to the left. Give it to Herrera again. He punches forward. Got the 1st down. Give him 5 yards.
I don't know why you would change from that, Tom. I'm saying it right now. I love it. You got a 250-pound running back that's going to be dang difficult to put down. And as the game goes on and he starts to wear down that defense,
A little bit of Dominic Ontiveros from last year. Yeah.
Exactly.
Inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal to go for Brush. Give it to Axton Haswell. He pushes the pile forward. No score yet. Down inside the 2.
Number 34.
Pickup of 2.
Correction, number 84.
Did he say Devon Jordan?
Levi Cox will jog the play in.
Number 84, Devon Swim.
1 yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Herrera and Haswell in the backfield. Turn around, give it to Axton. Axton's going to push it in. No signal yet. There it is from the far judge. Touchdown, Brush Beavers. 4:51 to go in the first. They draw first blood. 2-yard touchdown run by Axton Haswell. I'm with you, Ron. I wouldn't go away from that.
I know as coaches sometimes you want to try to mix things up and try something different. But I think in the situation they're in right now, to try to get momentum and get more wins and try to get themselves positioned in the league play right now, just do what's been working for you. Those things will come later on.
Extra point attempt by Eric Rico is up and good.
51 left in the first quarter.
7-0 is your score. First quarter brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. You can't ask for much better of a drive than that. And a good start by Brush too, minus a fumble. That was an issue last week. Coach Rosenbrock talked about it. He goes, if you fumble as much as we do, you're not going to beat good teams.
Yeah.
So let's hope that remains at bay for the rest of the evening.
That play right there covered 37 yards, 5 plays, and it took him just a little over 2 minutes to score. Nice thing about it was the turnover there at the end, or in the game right there, the turnover, then also a good punt return also. So.
You got to think Sterling's saying, just don't shoot ourselves in the foot with back-to-back penalties that cost us 15 yards. Brush will kick it back to Sterling, north to south.
And number 3, Luke Peterson. Kicking off for your Beatakers, number 7, Eric Rico.
Rico from the 40. Line drive kicks, going to bounce it to 15, picked up by Peterson.
3. Right down. Only 3.
He's got a full head of steam as he gets out past the 25, brought down shy of the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's where Sterling will take back over.
Right about the 20-yard line.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. First and 10 Tigers.
Yeah, if I was Sterling, I'm not taking it out of Jager's hands.
No.
Shotgun set here. Man in motion in the slot, left to right. They give it to Jager. He goes up the middle, bounces it to the outside. He's going to get ankle tackled. He dives forward. He's going to pick up. See where they mark him down at. They give him 10 yards? Goodness.
Yep, that'd be 10 yards.
Enough for a Tiger first down ball spot at the Tiger 38-yard line.
He ran a long way sideways to go 10 yards.
You know, he's going to get some big runs. He just hopefully it's not a type of run that's going to break your back and score a touchdown. He's a big kid, hard to bring down also.
And in motion in the slot, left to right. They fake the handoff here. Diamond's going to roll to the right. Flag's going to fly there. I thought there might be holding. It's going to be the right tackle for Sterling.
Right down by number 6, Maxton Haswell. Number 20, Perciolo.
Play didn't go far, but
holding indicated against the Tigers.
It is going backwards.
Well, once again, Sterling starts to get some momentum. All of a sudden, the penalty shows up, and it just marches him right back again.
Going to remain first down.
First down at 20. Long, long way.
From the 28. Shotgun set. Slot man comes in motion. Right to left. They give him a sweep. I take that back. It was a good fake.
Hunter Diamond, the ball
Yeah,
carrier.
the fullback, or the motion man that time, kind of got caught up with the quarterback and looked like he kind of fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
Diamond just kept the ball and took off with it.
Maybe 13.
Pick up of about 7 yards. These two teams had a really good game last year in Sterling as well. Brush able to have a defensive score in that game that really helped them put that away. Sterling much improved this year though, 4-1 record. This time they give it on that reverse. That's Hunter Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld's going to dive across for the first down near the 50-yard line. Nice play design there for Sterling. Everybody kind of keyed in on Jager. Pick up the 13.
Ball spotted at their 49-yard line.
Once again, in a third down situation, oh, it's first down. Yeah, first down.
On their own 49. Under 3 minutes to go in the first. Sterling trying to get in the plus territory. Fake it to Jaeger here out of the shotgun again. Diamond's going to get dropped. He's going to go as a carry for 1.
And that play was blown up by Edgar Ortiz, who just shot through the line there. He kind of messed up the exchange right there between the quarterback and the running back, and therefore he only picked up a yard.
Diamond a little bit slow to get up there. Got his legs kind of wrapped up into each other. Ball's at the 50. Second down and 9. 2 men split out left. One to the right, shotgun set. Hirschfeld comes in motion. They give it to Jaeger up the middle. He's got room to run. Ankle tackle near the marker.
Fronted by number 60, Austin Lay. And
they're going to mark him a yard shy. 8 yards will be 3rd and 1.
8 on the play brings that 3rd and 1 for the Tigers.
Big third down for Brush right now. It'd be great to get a nice stop right here, get the ball back in their hands, and get a score in here.
I think for Sterling, they're just praying to not have another holding call.
They're trying to get some momentum going, yes.
Shotgun set again. They give it to Jaeger up the middle. He's got the first. He's going to be stopped in a hurry, but needed a yard. That's all he got.
Number 38, Dylan Crobb.
4th carry on the night for number 34. Then have to go in this first quarter. Brush up 7-0. Sterling with a fresh set of downs from the 41-yard line. Shotgun set again. They're running option here with Diamond and Jaeger. Jaeger's going to take the pitch, turn it upfield, get across the 40. Pick up of 3 yards. Cassius Middle missed. In on the tackle there. Good to see him back out.
Yeah.
37.
Sterling trying to speed it up a little bit here. Run an option pass. Flag's going to fly. Got a man open. 50-50 ball. That's caught inside the 5 by number 11, Sam Emerson. Eric Rico was there, but a flag's way back at the 45-yard line. I don't know if this is going to be an illegal shift or a hold. Yep, illegal shift. The receiver came in motion left to right. They faked it to Jaeger. Kind of pitch handed it off to number 2, Memphis Dempsey. He threw kind of a wounded duck. Eric Rico had a chance to pick it off. Emerson makes a good play on it, but in the end, it's like it never even happened.
Never even happened. And now Sterling has went to the trick back. They're starting to pull a little bit of everything out to see something that can make some kind of momentum shift, momentum change, and try to get a big score.
2nd and 11.
42, 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers.
Ball's up to Brush 42. They go trips left here. Shotgun set, man in motion, right to the left. That's the tight end. They're going to run an option to Jaeger again. Romero takes Diamond. Carter Jaeger turns it upfield, puts his shoulder down.
Back run by number 20, Percy Owen, and number 81, Glendon Menz.
See where they mark him.
That's the end of the first quarter. Our score.
They're going to give him the first down, so give Carter Jaeger 11 yards. At the end of the first quarter, Brush leads 7-0 over Sterling. Sterling with a fresh set of downs when we come back right here at 10:10 KSLR. Brush, Fort Morgan. Welcome back into Brush Beat Digger football. Start of the second quarter. Beat Diggers ahead of Sterling, 7-0. Sterling with a fresh set of downs here after Carter Jaeger picked up 11 yards on the ground. They go back to number 34 to start this second quarter. He's down at the 22-yard line, pickup of 6 yards.
That time what Sterling did is just they wing in motion, they pulled the backside tackle, and he trapped, and that's where Jaeger ran right behind him.
Carter Jager, no small running back, 6'1", 190.
Yeah.
Hard count there. Brush jump, didn't cross the line. They're too wide to the right, one to the left.
Trap again.
Give it to Jager. He steps out of an ankle tackle, tries to turn up the sideline. Stiff arm there. Fighting for the pylon. Carter Jager's going to run it in from 22 yards out. A hard, tough-nosed run there. Several broken tackles on his way to 6. 11:07 to go in the second. Sterling was going to tie this thing up. Longest run of the game for Carter Jager. Was a grown man running the football down there.
And, just running that trap play back-to-back, they just out-muscled, trapped our guys, and he just needs a little tiny crease once he gets in the open field. He's pretty physical and pretty hard to bring down.
Extra point attempt is up and good. We're all tied up at 7 apiece early in the second quarter. Yeah, once he breaks through the line, Brush has got one guy. And if that one guy misses the initial tackle, he's going for first down minimum. He got along the sideline down there, and I think Brush thought they were just going to be able to push him out. And he threw a mean stiff arm. Brush return team will take the field. Sterling will kick it off north to south. Coach Busmente must have heard me when I said I wouldn't go away from Carter Jager.
Well, they do have their coaches just down the road.
They do, yeah.
A couple doors over, so maybe they heard us.
Line drive kick's going to land at the 10-yard line, picked up by Brush. Down the Sterling sideline they go. Perciotto gets across the 30-yard line. Pretty good starting field position for Brush as they take back over on offense.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 32-yard line. First and 10, Bears.
Ball at the 32. Herrera's going to be in the backfield once again. He looks massive back there.
Yeah, he's, like I said, 250 pounds, yeah.
They give it to the big man. Steps out of an ankle tackle, gets wrapped up. Pickup of about 2. Doing a good job protecting the ball, too.
Yeah. Sterling still really hasn't made many adjustments for that running situation with Andrew Herrera in there. So I think they still just keep attacking it.
One man split out.
Now they're going
to the left.
Now they come to a 5-man front.
Yep. They give it to Herrera again. He's up the middle. Yeah, you're going to get tired of tackling him.
Yeah.
Pickup of 6 yards there. And we've got a Sterling Tiger.
Well, that's
on the ground.
One of their defensive tackles.
Yeah.
And Sterling, they don't have much depth. They're pretty weak on the sidelines.
It's a small team.
Yeah, so
it's a small team for sure.
The guys that are playing are pretty much like us. I mean, they're playing both ways. So, you get an injury here and there, and all of a sudden it starts affecting your team. And we'll see what happens. He popped up, and he walked away, kind of jogged a little bit, walked away to the sideline. So we'll see if he's able to come back in another play.
That's Beret Kress, number 54. He's able to walk off. Stay connected with the Eastern Plains Sports Network on all social media platforms. Follow at Eastern Plains Sports Network on Facebook and Instagram, and at Eastern Plains SN on X for games recovering, pictures from ones we're at, and links to our game archives, which are now on Spotify. We also have several regular podcasts on our Spotify page, so even when we're not on air, we're keeping you engaged as a fan. Give the Eastern Plains Sports Network a like, follow, and subscription on all social media platforms today.
Gave the first down.
Herrera on 3rd and 4 picks up 5, a fresh set of downs for Brush. from the 44-yard line. Percy Odell will jog a play in. Odell will be split out far right.
Just keep grinding, Tyler. Just keep grinding.
Oh, yeah. This time it's Axton Haswell. Spins out of a tackle as he comes through the hole, picks up a quick 4. See where they mark him down, maybe 3. Give him 3 yards. Herrera's going to get a breather.
Little change up with Krob. He'll come in here. Give him a little break. See what Brush decides to do, whether it's going to hand it off to Krob or they're going to go a little speed again once again with Haswell.
Sterling switching some guys around on defense. They roll out. Rico with the keeper. He's going to boot left. Tries to get to the sideline. Gets to the 50. Out of bounds he goes, over the benches. Pushed out by Hirschfeld. Pickup of 6. It'll be 3rd and 2. Third down here from Sterling's 49. Turn around, give it to Haswell. Haswell spins out of a tackle. Gets dropped at the 45. That should be enough for a first down. 8 early carries for Axton Haswell. Got Brush's only score as well. Just along a 10, but it doesn't take much to matriculate down the field.
You got it. Just outside the 46-yard line of Sterling. In positive yardage now.
Yep. Knock on wood. That's something Brush has done really well. They haven't gone backwards. Got a man split out either side. Haswell and Krob in the backfield. Rico under center. Turn around, give it to Haswell again. He stopped after a couple. I give him 1.
It's a generous one also.
It is, yes. Beret Crest is back in there for Sterling as well.
Okay. Andrew Herrera's checking back in again.
He's in the backfield. They turn around. They give it to number 59. He's bouncing to the outside. Pickup of 3. Jager and Hirschfeld in on the stop. This time Herrera's in on the line. They go heavy set to the left. Here's Dylan Krob off that left side. Up the middle he goes. Across the 30-yard line. First down and more picked up.
I believe that time they had an unbalanced set that they had put in this week, and it looked like that's exactly where they went, unbalanced left, and just ran to that side and overpowered Sterling.
It's off tackle, but it looks like it's right up the middle because there's 3 more guys.
And Sterling couldn't make the adjustment quick enough.
Turn around, give it to Krob again. Krob fighting for extra yards, going to pick up 6 or 7.
Well, Brush is doing a great job. They're controlling the line of scrimmage and chewing up time on the clock, keeping the ball out of the hands of Sterling.
First 2 carries for Krob on the night. 2nd and 3. Trying to get inside the 20. Turn around, give it to Krob again. Krob's met by Beret Crest and a host of others. Pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Running off tackle on the right-hand side for Brush. That was Brush 46.
I'd go keeper with Eric Rico here right up the middle. That's what they do.
Got it.
Push the pile. That'll be enough for a first down. Needed a yard, got 2. First down picked up for Brush. Inside the 20 they go. Herrera will come back in.
Ball spotted at the Tiger 17-yard line.
Trey Romero in at left tight end here. Turn around, give it to Herrera. Herrera bounces off tackles, won't go down. Still didn't go down. They blow the play dead after a pickup of 5. Be 2nd down now inside the 15. Oh, no, they mark it back farther than that. Mark him back, gain of 3. One man split out to the left for Brush. They give it to Haswell. Haswell goes up the middle. Is it Krob?
Number 2, Memphis Dempsey.
I think Mr. Acosta was right. That is Dylan Krob.
Heavy set comes back in again.
So long 3rd and 5 here. You're right. Heavy set to the left. Try going off that left side. Haswell's the ball carrier. Trying to push the pile. They go. See where they mark him down at. I think he's going to be marked short.
I think you're going to measure it.
Yeah, they're going to measure. Ball's
pretty close.
Looks like it's right at the 7-yard line. I thought they needed the 6, but they're going to. Oh, they give him the first down. Okay. Haswell gets 5 yards there on his 10th carry of the night. 3.5 to go in this 2nd quarter already. Brush trying to put another one away here. 1st and goal from the 6. Didn't look like a clean handoff. Haswell able to get up the field. Down at the 3. Levi Cox will jog in. He'll go out wide to the right. Haswell and Krob in the backfield again. Rico under center. Turn around, give it to Krob. Krob's going to try and punch it in. They're going to mark him down inside the 1.
Once again, they came in with that heavy set, unbalanced to the right, and ran exactly in that right in that spot.
It'll be 3rd and goal to go from the 1. They go heavy set to the right this time.
Haswell scored.
Haswell scored. I didn't see the play. I didn't know who had the ball. Ron, I apologize. It's the worst touchdown score you're ever going to hear. But I thought Sterling bit hard on Krob coming up the middle.
Yep.
And Haswell walked in untouched. I thought there was no way he had the ball because he was so easy. He was in the back of the end zone before I think Sterling even knew what happened. 1-yard touchdown scored there by Axton Haswell, his 2nd of the game. Rico in for the extra point. It is good. Brush goes up, 14-7, 2:05 to go in the first half. Second quarter brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more about Sydney Regional Medical Center at sydneyrmc.com. I hope they don't pull these sound bites and give them to the kids of their scores, because X is going to be like, this guy sucks. It has felt like, Ron, this year, Brush has tended to score on the north end of the field, which is the farther one for us. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm making a little bit of an excuse. It was a long, long scoring drive from Brush. Started back at the
32-yard line, and so there was a. Here's what you want to hear, Tyler. 68 yards, 17 plays, 9 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's exactly Brush beat Digger football. That's what you want to do. You control the game. You keep the ball out of the hands of Sterling.
Good kick here by Rico. Travels to the 1. Hirschfeld's going to take it there. Tries to go right up the middle. Gets tripped up by Austin Lay at the 20. He's going to dive forward. Leave tackled at the 25-yard line. Sterling will try and make something happen here with 2 minutes to go in the half. They'll get the ball back. Will Sterling to start the second half. Sterling's quarterback, Diamond, he's got to be ice cold. 9 minutes of game time.
Just sitting there. Got to have a big play on defense right now. It'd be nice to get a turnover going into halftime. Stop this offense.
2 receivers to the right. Jagers to the right of Diamond in the shotgun. Slot man comes in motion right to left. They fake it to Jager. They give it to Hirschfeld up the middle. He's quick. It's across the 30. Pickup of 7.
Yeah, that time they used Jager as a lead blocker to lead the way and have Hirschfeld follow behind him.
Somebody's going to get their butt chewed. Deep pass here for Sterling. That's a 50-50 ball. Yeah. That ball's going to be picked off. That's Levi Cox.
Just like we said, we got to have a turnover, big turnover going into halftime.
You did call it. You absolutely called it. I don't know who the intended man. I want to say it was Emerson. Oh, that far Sterling sideline.
Well, Sterling's getting impatient. They know the running game wasn't getting the kind of production they wanted, so they decided to see if they can catch Brush, playing the run and not paying attention to the defense, the deep ball, and they threw it downfield, and Cox was right there.
Yeah, you tell they were trying to get a quick score. Instead, it backfires. Second turnover from Sterling. So now 1:33 to go. See what Brush does. They don't have 9 minutes this time, so
just run the ball.
I wouldn't mind seeing some more Herrera and then letting Rico roll out it maybe once. We're going to have a delay of game.
Yep.
It's going to be a delay of game on Brush. Back him up 5 yards. Cassius middle missile, jog playing. Before that pick, I was saying somebody's going to get their butt chewed because the kickoff tee was still out on the field. Coach Schwinn was able to see it.
Yep.
So now Brush from the 31. Rico's going to fake the hand up, drop straight back across the middle. Ooh, ball thrown behind his intended man, tipped up in the air. Sterling not quick enough to get there to pick it off. That pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, with Sterling's height, and Eric is obviously a little bit shorter than a lot of those guys on defense, he's got to have a pretty good window to throw that ball, and right there he's going to have guys in his face, so it's awful hard to complete that pass over the middle where he was trying to get it. Tyler, also coming up at halftime, we're going to have a little scrimmage between our recreation football teams, the Brush Spiffle team against the Sterling Spiffle team here at halftime.
Oh, good.
So we'll have a 5th and 6th grade team and a 3rd and 4th grade team that'll be scrimmaging.
It's fun to watch those kids.
Yeah.
Rico's going to keep it here, roll left. Chased by, I believe that's Hirschfeld. No, that's number 2, Memphis Dempsey. Hirschfeld pushed him out. Rico, I think, able to get some of that penalty yardage back.
Maybe
A little more.
6 yards.
Yeah, give them 6 yards. Able to get out of bounds, stop the clock, minute 21. Brush still has all 3 timeouts, too. They could stretch this series out for quite a while.
Again, fans, coming up at halftime is a special program put together for our peak out ceremony. Peak out ceremony coming up at halftime.
Rico turn around and give it to Cassius. Middle miss, hits the hole hard on 3rd down. Sterling is going to call a timeout here. They're first. Cassius able to pick up 6 yards. And it'll be 4th and 4 for Brush. Timeout brought to you by Wiggins Electric. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and the products you need at your most critical time.
You know, Tyler, talking about this game at the start as far as what was going to happen and what needed to happen on the part of Brush, I mean, it's definitely played into their hands right now. And I think what really caught Sterling off guard was the running ability of Andrew Herrera.
Yeah,
and how he was able to attack the line of scrimmage and just overpower people. So, you know, that's changed their whole defensive plan, I'm sure, of what they wanted to do.
Yeah, that wasn't on tape. So
No.
Romero's going to be back at Brush 30. Hirschfeld for Sterling stands at his 20. Oh, they got Sterling to jump. Nobody's going to throw a flag. Oh, then Brush the center.
Long snapper.
Yep.
Long snapper.
They got
move.
Sterling to jump. It looked like that far judge is looking right down the line. If he says they didn't go, they didn't go. I don't mind 4 yards trying to get 5 yards on first down. It backs you up another 5. That's not going to hurt you all that much. So Brush burns their first timeout now.
You know, Tyler, right now, based on, we've got, what, a minute and 12 left to go? Maybe not a bad time to call a fake punt.
I was thinking that before they tried the hard count.
Yep, fake punt. And Coach Rosenbach's talking with him right here. I think he's trying to figure out exactly where the ball's going to be spotted, because I don't think it's a correct spot right now. And he might opt to pull out that fake punt.
Well, if they were 4th and 4, 5-yard
Should be
penalty,
4th
should be
and
4th and 9, yeah.
Yep.
Or less.
Actually, it's going to be a little bit less on that.
Or did they try, or is he saying he got the timeout called?
I think, he waved the flag.
Okay, they're going to wave.
Timeout called.
All right,
So that's good.
Brush timeout brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Since 2003, they've provided big firm products, small firm relationships. Visit westerneci.com for more.
Now, right now, even, that short yardage is not a bad. I mean, you don't lose too much here because I think the momentum is on the side of Brush. We've been playing a pretty solid defense. So the only thing that Sterling could have if they get the ball back is they're going to try to go long down the field again.
Well, and they have 2 timeouts too. So and Jager's showing you he can bust one for 20 plus. So if he chooses to try a fake punt, so be it. I'd like to see another hard count.
Yeah, they're telling him to watch the ball.
So they get it back to Romero. He's going to kick it high. It's going to be short. It's going to bounce at the 40. And take a good brush hop. Goes all the way down inside the 30. There's a flag way back at the Brush 37.
I don't see anybody hustling over to pick it up. Oh, there he goes now. Yep. They're going to march him back.
So they're going to re-kick this?
I think so. False start.
That's too bad because that was a high punt there for Romero. Not a great punt, but once it hit the ground, a little bounce inside the 30, you'd feel pretty good about that if you were Brush. Now he's going to try and do it again. Romero now stands back inside his own 30. Hirschfeld at their 20. Quicker snap back this time. Ooh, Sterling nearly got in there to block it. Takes another good brush hop down to the 20. Well, that worked out.
Yep.
They get another 8 yards off that punt. That's not bad.
Now Sterling with 2 timeouts, you said they've got?
Yep. Sterling 2 timeouts. Trying to go 80 yards with 52 seconds. They're going to try and get either Jaeger outside or, like you said, try a deep shot here. Mikowski, the 6'3", 185-pounder, he's split out far to the left. And then Garcia, the 6'3", 175-pound junior, he's split out to the right. Got trips left. Shotgun set. They're going to run an option with Diamond and Jaeger. Jaeger's going to take it outside. Pick up the first down along Sterling's sideline. Pushed out of bounds.
Picked up about 15 on that run, didn't he?
I think a little more. Yeah, you're right. You're going to mark him down right to the 34-yard line. Clock stopped with 43. Going to run that option again, this time to the right. This time Diamond fakes the option, turns it back up the field, tries to cut it back to the left, back to the Sterling sideline. First down picked up from him as well. Back-to-back 14-yard runs by Jaeger and Diamond. Tackled inbounds, so Sterling will burn their second timeout. Timeout brought to you by Bank of Colorado. They believe in keeping things simple. Apply for the loan you need for your dream home fully online. Visit bankcolorado.com for all the information today.
You know, Brush playing it safe that time, playing good pass defense, not allowing anything behind him. Of course, that right there leads into the hands of Sterling of being able to run that option, that stuff off tackle like that with the quarterback to pick up those big yards.
A little careless with the ball, though.
Yeah. I mean, much rather give him stuff underneath. That way you got coverage behind you. So
Yeah.
that's not a bad call defensive-wise.
No. Now Sterling just with 1 timeout, 51 yards yet to go, 33 seconds. They're going to go down the field at some point. They almost have to. They got a fresh set of downs.
I think their quarterback he likes to roll to his left and throw to his left. So look for him to go trips, overload that side, roll that way with max protection, and just try to get somebody one-on-one down the field.
That is the short side of the field, but you're right. That's their sideline. You got 2 men split out to the right. Looks to the sideline, yep.
Going to come this way.
You're right. They're going to roll right. He's going to look deep. This ball's up in the air. That ball's going to be picked off by Brush at the 25. Percy Odell gets in on the defensive action here. 21 seconds to go. Picks that off. He made it just a little bit harder on himself.
Yeah, he did.
He could have backed up another, 2-3 feet. He had the time. Instead, he had to catch it over his shoulder.
But just like that, both times Sterling wants to go deep, desperation pass down the field. We're in good position. The quarterback wasn't able to set his feet and throw that ball like he wanted to.
No, he wanted to throw it earlier and couldn't. And then you're right, he was under duress there throwing that. You're right, didn't set his feet, didn't get under it near like he wanted to. So now Brush, they've got 2 timeouts.
Yep.
70 yards to go. Up the middle they go. To middle missed. Another 6 yards. And I think Brush is going to go into halftime with a 7-point lead. They end on a good middle missed run. 14-7 is the Brush lead. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your halftime show brought to you by BB Appliance right here on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome in, Beat Digger fans, to your halftime show brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, B&B can help match the appliances to your needs. Stop by 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. Can wholeheartedly endorse them. I was just in there yesterday. At the half, Brush Beat Diggers lead over Sterling, 14-7. Carter Jaeger leading the way, 9 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown for their only score. Hunter Diamond, 3 carries, 22 yards. Hirschfeld, 2 carries for 26 yards. Hunter Diamond, 1 of 4 with 2 interceptions through the air on the night. That's not what you want to see from your starting quarterback. On the flip side, for your Brush Beet Diggers, they are spreading the ball around. Eric Rico, 4 carries for 14 yards. Andrew Herrera, 8 carries for 46 yards. Dylan Krob, 5 carries for 24 yards. Cassius Middlemiss, 2 carries for 12 yards. And then Axton Haswell carrying the load, 12 carries for 44 yards and the 2 scores. Eric Rico, 0 for 1 through the air. Not a big offensive night, Ron. I've had 3 turnovers by Sterling, 1 turnover by Brush early in that first quarter. But Brush able to capitalize. They had the really big touchdown drive there in the second quarter. It took 9 minutes, and they find themselves up by a touchdown over a team with a 4-1 record.
Exactly. I mean, it's been a great first half to watch, and looking at the stats and looking at the possessions for Sterling. Sterling's had the ball 7 times. First time they had the ball was a fumble. Second time was a punt. Second possession was a punt. Third possession was another punt. Fourth possession, fifth possession in the second quarter. Fourth, it was a TD, interception. Okay, turnovers right now we know in the game of football will kill you. So that definitely is playing right into the hands of Brush. And Brush's possession, punt, fumble, TD, punt. So we're definitely we've been able to capitalize on those turnovers, and the fumbles is what's really amazing in the game right now. But also the defensive backs. That coming into this game, I know the strength of this team was going to be a lot on throwing the ball from Sterling, and we've done a great job of being able to defend that pass right now, getting pressure on the quarterback, causing him to roll and get uncomfortable, not being able to plant his feet, not being able to get the ball downfield like he wants to. And, of course, our defensive backs are in great position to make a play on the ball.
Levi Cox and Percy Odell both with a pick each. They've been playing great. That one by Percy Odell was a great over-the-shoulder catch. Looked really, really good. And then Levi Cox, 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
Receiver tried to moss him. And Levi said, I think I'm just going to come down with this one. You're right. Hunter Diamond just has not had the success he's wanted through the air. Under duress, you're right. Even rolling out. He got rolled up there on one of his early carries. I don't think he's 100%. He kind of limped off after that carry and has soldiered on, but he sat for 9 minutes of game time in that second quarter too. He doesn't play on defense, so that doesn't help you at all.
No, not a bit. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the second half, because quarterbacks or players like that, when things happen to them and they're out of their comfort zone, how do they respond in the second half? What do the coaches tell him? What are they prepared to do? And how is he going to respond? Is he going to let that linger in his head and know that he's been getting pressure by that defense? And is that going to affect whether he stays back there a little bit longer in the pocket, or if he gets a little antsy and decides to scramble and throw the ball when he's not ready to do that? And if that's the case, then all of a sudden we're looking at interceptions for the rest of the game here. I think that the big thing for them is they've been able to establish the running game, but they haven't stayed consistent with it.
No, not at all. Penalties have hurt them as well. They've had several knock them back on some important drives. Early on, they had the 2 back-to-back, knocked them back 15 yards. That drive ended in a punt. So Jager's a beast. He can break one off at any given moment. And when they run that option, it's really, really hard to defend. So I think if you're Sterling, you got to put it on the ground more. And then for Brush, I don't know that you make too many adjustments on offense. I think a heavy dose of Andrew Herrera and 9-minute, 17-play drives will put this game away.
And that, I think, right there was the biggest surprise for Sterling, is that they've never seen that on film. We came out in an unbalanced formation. We overloaded one side, and we just powered over those guys. And that's exactly – I talked to Coach Rosenbrock today, and we were talking about that, about some of those little, kinks and stuff they're going to put in the offense that they hadn't shown before, and it's paid off big dividends for them today.
We've got 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th graders down on the field now. Once again, halftime show brought to you by B&B Appliance. We'll go ahead and send it back to Rose at the station for your halftime show. We'll be back with second half action from Larry Mills Field at Beet Digger Stadium right here on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back in, Beet Digger fans, to Beet Digger football right here on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tyler Carmen with you, alongside Ron Albo, getting ready for the start of the second half. Halftime brought to you by B&B Appliance. Brush comes out of halftime up 14-7 over the visiting Sterling Tigers. Brush trying to get to 2-4 on the year. Sterling sitting at 4-1 now, trying to get to 5-1 in a very, very important league matchup. Looking down the road, Coach Rosenbrock talked about it. This could decide the league.
Yeah, you don't want to put that in your kids' minds, but the kids know that. They look at the stats, they look at the records, they look at the teams they're playing, and they know where they're at. So they know they've got to have a good game tonight. And this game, if they can win it, definitely puts them in the driver's seat as far as that league play goes. So we got to make sure they put together a good second half coming out here and not let down anything, because I know Sterling's going to start throwing the ball. I look for them to get the ball downfield and try to see if they can get some quick scores in this game in the second half.
Sterling won the toss to start the game. They deferred, so Brush will kick it off to him, south to north. Team's on the field ready. They've yet to put the time back up on the clock. Turnover's the story for Sterling. 3 in that first half, a fumble and 2 picks. Brush, the story was that long 17-play drive that put them up 14-7. They were able to hold off Sterling at the end of that second half. Hirschfeld takes the kickoff from inside the 10.
Boy, he caught that ball right about the 5-yard line, so that's a good 25, 26-yard kickoff return for Sterling.
He's quick.
Yep.
But he doesn't really try to go side to side. It's up the middle nearly every time. Thatcher Queen out to pick up the kickoff tee in a hurry. 4 wide for Sterling. Shotgun set. Give it to Carter Jager. He breaks a tackle. Brush.
Nope.
Said, you may break 1, but you're not going to break 3. That's a loss of a yard for Carter Jager, his first carry of the second half. Austin Lay in on the stop.
Yeah, Sterling trying to come out in that double twins formation, trying to see if they can get Brush to split out and widen out the defense, and then just run right at him.
They go 2 wide to the right. Low snap here. They give it to Jager again. He bounces it to the left side, up Sterling's sideline. They don't run to the Brush sideline at all.
They don't. They pretty much have ran to their sideline
Yep.
all night long.
Jager able to pick up about 6 there. Should be 3rd and 4, Paul. Two wide right again. Shotgun set. This time they give it, I believe, to their tight end, who came in motion right to left.
Yeah, and they pulled a tackle also that time. He led up the way on the far sideline on the left side of the line for Sterling, and he was down the field blocking people like he was knocking them down like a bowling ball and bowling pin. So
Like
it's just all over the place.
Like Bobby Boucher
Yep,
at
exactly.
the end of Waterboy. Yeah,
That's exactly what it looked
clear
like.
down to the 40-yard line. That's Braden Evans' first carry of the game. That's a little wrinkle that Sterling decided to throw in there. Hirschfeld comes in motion right to left. They give it to Jager up the middle. He's wrapped up. Pushes forward, takes half beat their defense to stop him after a pickup of 6, maybe 7. It was nearly 20 yards picked up there by Braden Evans. Once again, down their sideline. You're right. They just do not. They do not run to.
And even when he throws the ball, he's usually rolling to his side. Like that one time,
Yeah.
he switched the play and came to our sideline. Of course, that was picked off.
Yeah. Hirschfeld in motion, the slot again, right to left. They faked it to Jager this time. Hunter Diamond tried to keep it. He's going to be dropped for no gain.
Boy, Edgar Ortiz had him for a loss in the backfield there. He had him probably 2 or 3 yards in the backfield and wasn't able to wrap up his hands around him and bring him down. Of course, he picked up 2 more yards after that.
3rd and 5 for Sterling. Just outside what I would say field goal range. So.
Yep.
They either give it to Jaeger here or they try and go
Across
down the field. Yep. They give it to Jaeger. Up the middle he goes.
Oh.
Bouncing off tackles. Somebody's trying to drag him from behind by his jersey. He's got the first down. 10 yards there by Carter Jaeger.
Boy, his surge at that line of scrimmage was like a bomb exploding because he just hammered those guys, and all of a sudden Brush players were just flying out all over the place.
It's a real like high step sort of run.
Yep.
It looks kind of awkward, but he's got some speed.
Yeah. And this is, if you're Brush on the defense, you don't want this to happen. You don't need him to start getting confidence.
No, Brush walking their linebackers up. All three of them look like they're coming. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Brush has got it in the backfield. Edgar Ortiz, I think, had his hands on it. Wasn't able to get it. Instead, I think it's Eric Rico. It's Axton Haswell.
Yeah.
Axton Haswell, I believe, is the one who recovers that. That's that's 4 turnovers for Sterling in this game. 2 picks, 2 fumbles. Just when you think they got a little bit of momentum, man, they give it right back. That was just a bad handoff between Diamond and Jaeger. And Brush takes over for the first time in the second half. 8:39 to go. Up 14-7 in the third quarter.
At Sterling's 27-yard line.
Brush goes dive to Haswell here to start. Pick up of 2, maybe 3. Haswell leading the way tonight. That's 13 carries for number 6. Up the middle they go again. That's Cassius Middlemist. Good pickup there. It's going to be a manageable third down. Middlemist picks up 6. Levi Cox will jog the play in. Third and 3, got a man split out left, turn around. Give it to Middlemist again. He's a little slow to get up. He picked up the 3 yards.
Yeah, see,
he's been first down.
He's been nursing that ankle, and he tweaked it again. I mean, that, it's a type of situation that, and the injury that you just got to rest it. There's just no way to get around it. And he rested for a little while, comes back and re-injures it again. So.
Yeah, and he's ran the ball hard tonight. 4 carries for over 20 yards. In his place, though, is Andrew Herrera now. He picks up 3 hard-earned yards. First carry on the second half for number 59. Gosh, another one of those 9-minute drives get you into the fourth quarter would be fantastic.
That would be exactly what you want to have right now.
Dylan Krob will come in. They give it to Axton Haswell. Haswell runs hard. 7 yards there, just shy of a first down. Huge hole off that left side.
Big third down play in this third quarter, Tyler, for Brush, so they can convert this. They pretty much could be able to finish off this quarter.
Third and 1. From their own 48. They give it to Herrera. Herrera's got it. Across the 50 he goes. Pickup of 3 yards and a first down. .550 to go in this third quarter. Brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. One-stop shopping does exist. Gas, food, and all your travel accessories. Get off I-76 at exit 66A in Wiggins to visit them. Into plus territory goes the Brush Beat Diggers. Herrera will remain in the backfield. Next to Haswell, they fake the handoff. Rico's going to roll left. Good block there by Levi Cox. Rico's got room to run as he scampers across the 40. I think he's going to be just shy of a first down. Maybe right at it. Looks like it's right at it. Should be a first down. Yep. First down indicated. First carry for Rico in this second half. Boy, Levi Cox had a great block that sealed that edge. Allowed Eric Rico to cut it up the field. Brush putting together a really nice drive here. Turn around, give it to Herrera. Herrera dragging Sterling Tigers with him as he picks up 5. This Brush offense looks like they're gaining a little bit of confidence.
Yeah,
here.
Brush offense coming out in the 300 formation, running a 46 right off tackle play with the halfback leading the kick out block, and Herrera being 250 pounds is just able to just bowl right up through that.
Yeah, one guy's not tackling him. It takes a host of Tigers.
Yeah.
One man split out left. Middle Miss back in the game. They give him the ball. He spins out of the first would-be tackler and then is met immediately by 4 or 5 others. No gain there for number 3. Dylan Krob and Percy Odell will jog in.
You know, as Middle Miss, as he gets older and matures and gets more in the weight room, and
He's going to be a big kid.
He's going to be a big kid.
Yeah.
He's going to be very strong, and he's going to be a guy that definitely is going to contribute a lot to the Brush.
Haswell take it off the right side here. Pickup of couple. Haswell's 15th carry here, so that's going to be 4th and 5. 4th and a long 4. From Sterling's 33-yard line. Brush could be going for this here.
Yeah, they're trying to hurry up. The clock's running, and
Levi Cox had to jog it in.
this will probably be a bootleg run to the left.
Got to be a bootleg here. Wide side of the field.
Got him
They
jumped.
went hard count, and Herrera jumped.
Penalty flag on the play.
Yeah. I don't know if they got Sterling or not. I think Sterling kind of jumped because Herrera jumped, but I think if you're going to do that, you gotta have it ready to call right away. It feels like it took them a little bit longer to get that play in, and then you feel rushed. Yeah.
Eric Rico was waving his hand like, hurry up, hurry up.
Yeah. So now Percy Odell jog another one in. 3:05 to go now.
Be an interesting call here, 4th and 5 or 4th and 10 now.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
Yep.
Krob and Haswell are in the backfield.
You got to run. There it
They
is.
pitch it out. It's going to be a pass. Krob's going to look down the field. Ball's up in the air. Good defensive play there by Hunter Hirschfeld, I believe. Pass is knocked down. Krob had a man. I think if he just leads him a hair more.
Yep.
That was Percy Odell, the intended man. I like the play call. It was set up nice. It ends in an incompletion, but I'll try and keep that one in mind down the road for future games. I like the way that play developed. Sterling able to defend it well just by Hirschfeld making a great play. Carter Jaker running hard towards our sideline for once. Look at that.
Yeah. That's a change.
Yeah. Picks up 8. $14 carries for number 34 tonight. Got two split out to the left now. One to the right. Fake the handoff. They're going to run a screen to Mikowski. He picks up the first down. It's the first completion. I'm sorry, second completion. For the first one, you know, it didn't gain any yards, so. Picked up about 8 there on that play. And a first down into brush territory. Now Mikowski's going to line up behind his tight end on the right side. Hirschfield's going to come in motion left to right. They're going to give him that end around. They fake it. Hunter Diamond's going to be dropped. They do a good job running that fake. It's gotten me twice now.
Yeah.
Hunter Diamond keeps it up the middle.
Well, they send 2 guys, and I mean, they got one guy coming in motion, then they're pulling their tackle, so you're thinking that all the flow is going to be coming to the right side that time. He just delays a little bit and dips back inside.
Hirschfield's got some speed. I mean, I would be giving him that end around, but that's why I'm up here. Not on the sideline. Under a minute to go now in the third. 2 men split out to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end comes in motion left to right. Hirschfield now right to left. They give it to Jaeger. Up the middle he goes. Runs hard. Down to the 30-yard line. Pick up a 15 and a first down. 15 on his 15th carry. Gosh, he just runs so aggressive.
Yeah.
Nothing about it looks smooth.
No. Like I said, it looks like he's just blowing up bowling pins.
Yeah. Shotgun set again, 2 to the left. Quick check to the sideline. More than likely the last play of this third quarter. From the 30. You're going to run an option with Diamond. And Jaeger, he pitches it to Jaeger. Puts his shoulder down, picks up 5. Stayed in bounds. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Haswell brings him down after those 5 yards. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with the fourth and final. Brush still up 14-7. Sterling trying to tie it up right here on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back in, Beat Digger fans, to the fourth quarter. Brush still leads 14-7 over the visiting Tigers. Sterling putting together a pretty respectable drive here. They got 2nd down and 6 to go. They give it to Jaeger again. He tries to cut it up the middle.
I believe there is a fumble on the play.
Paul Acosta saying
again.
that there's a fumble.
Recovered.
It's going to stay with Sterling. Pickup of, I think, only 1 there for Jaeger. Big 3rd and 5 here for Brush. I'm sorry, for Sterling. For Brush, too, I suppose. Brush on defense. From the 25. Hunter Diamond keeps it. He's in the back. He's in trouble. He bounces it out to the outside. Middle miss. Hits him low. Diamond able to spin forward for the first down. Man, he looked dead to rights in the backfield there. There's 3 Beat Diggers not able to wrap him up. He picked up the first down, but he paid a price. Middle miss caught him, looked like in both thighs. Spun him around. Now Sterling's threatening here. Hunter Hirschfield in motion. And they give him the sweep this time, trying to find the outside. Gets a block, turns it up the field. Close to a first down. Stays in bounds. We're going to mark him short of a first. Pickup of 8. First carry of the second half for him. Just 3rd on the night.
Now Sterling's in a hurry-up offense, to get in the line of scrimmage quick and trying to run those plays faster.
Ooh, we got a false start here. Hunter Jaeger He was getting the ball there.
False start indicated against the Tigers.
That'll back him up. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down and 8 from the 14.
Ball just inside the 15-yard line here. Man comes in motion right to left. They give it to Jager.
Carter Jager, the ball carrier, right down by number 59.
He picks up
Andrew Herrera.
Maybe about 4.
maybe 4. It'll be long 3rd and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers.
Another big 3rd down here.
11-yard line.
Once again, in this formation, I look for them to throw the ball up here, number 88, on our sidelines right now.
Rico's out there. Oh, they give it to Jager up the middle. He hits the hole hard, reaches forward for the first. They're going to give it to him. 5 yards and a 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and goal to go now. 19 carries for Carter Jager. Fresh set of downs. Goal will go from the 6. Under 9 minutes to go in the 4th. Sterling trailing by 7. 2 split out left, 1 right again. Tight end comes in motion right to left. Hirschfeld now left to right. Jager's going to bounce it to the left side. He's looking for the end zone.
Got an injury.
Said, Carter Jager, I think, found the end zone. They're saying, somebody said fumble.
Yeah. We got a brush player down. I think that might be Andrew Herrera.
I think it is Herrera. So they're going to mark him down shy.
Just shy.
Yep. Picked up every bit of 6 yards. Could not find the end zone there. Injury timeout.
And that is a great defensive stand for Brush, considering the power, the quickness that Jager has when he attacks the line of scrimmage once he gets the ball. And this is not good if we got Andrew Herrera that's injured here. I mean, he's just able to come back last week and play, and he's contributing a lot, doing a very good job on both sides of the ball. So definitely cannot have an injury.
I was looking for him to have a pretty big workload there on Brush's next drive. Whether it was trying to regain the lead or put the game away, he was going to play a part of it. Miller's Landscaping, you put so much time and effort into your show animals. They offer a wide selection of livestock feed and supplies. Stop by 19645 County Road Q in Fort Morgan as Herrera's helped to his feet. Gingerly on that right leg. He'll come off the field. 8:26 to go. Be 2nd down, less than a yard for Sterling. Give you 2 guesses of who the ball's going to, but you're only going to need 1. They give it to Jager. He dives across the goal line.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Okay.
Sterling Tigers put another one in the end zone. Carter Jager's 2nd score of the night from a yard out. Sterling's an extra point away from tying this thing up. The refs do take a long time to signal. Garcia in for Sterling to kick this extra point. It's up. It looks good. It is. Score tied up at 14 all with 8:13 to go in the 4th quarter. Brush will look to march this thing down and put it to bed. I'm thinking 14 play, 70 yards.
Chewing up, what, 8 minutes and 13 seconds to go?
A little bit of a breeze. They're going to have the wind at their back, too.
Yep.
That's never a bad thing.
Well, we've been in this situation before, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago, Yuma, same thing, tied up, having to go into overtime. Hopefully we can eliminate that situation. We can put this game to rest right now. But one concern is not being able to have Andrew Herrera on the field. That was a difference maker in the first half.
He's sitting on the bench right now. They're going to pooch this thing. Brush is going to have pretty good starting field position, 35 yards. Or, I'm sorry, at the 35-yard line. Realistically, you only got to go 40 yards.
Yep.
And I think you're in Rico's range to kick a field goal. Haven't had a field goal attempt this year, if my memory serves me right. But I have confidence in Rico. He's kicking extra points really well.
Right now, looking down at the sidelines for Brush, Andrew's been checked out by our trainer. Looks like they're looking at his right knee.
Mm-hmm. They're going to pitch it out right. I believe that's Axton Haswell trying to find a crease to turn up the field. Never really developed. Pickup of 2.
Yep.
Heavy set to the right here. They go off that right side. That's Dylan Croft breaking tackles. First down picked up down to the 50-yard line. Goodness. Gets to the 51. Give him 15 yards.
He did a great job. He got initial contact. It looked like he was going to be stopped, but he just kept driving his feet, and picked up an extra 6 yards.
Middle missed, and Haswell in the backfield now. They'll give it to Cassius. He's off the left side. Good yards picked up. He doesn't like to go down either. Pick up a 5.
I just think you just keep going back and forth between Haswell, Middle Mist, Krob. Just keep rotating those guys in there.
It's Middle Mist and Haswell again. Middle Mist, he'll take it off the right side this time. Gets to the 40. Needs the 41 for a first. May have a Sterling Tiger down.
39-yard line, first down.
Get 6 yards there in a first. Does Cassius Middle Mist. Perciotto will jog a plan. Ball's at the Sterling 39. Six minutes to go here in the fourth. Scores 14 all.
Blitz.
Penalty flag flies. I did not see any Speed Digger flinch. It's going to be encroachment. Be a cheap 5 yards. Good discipline there by Brush. Gosh, on that one, it didn't look like Sterling crossed either. I mean, they jumped a little bit, but either way, 1st and 5 now. Off the right side goes Axton Haswell. Looks like the ball came out. Brush will retain. Gains enough for a first down. Got to hold on to the ball.
Woo! That's a hold your breath right there.
Yeah. Sloppy handoff there. Middle Miss goes up the middle. Pick up a 5. Now Middle Mist and Krob in the backfield now. They give it to Cassius. He's wrapped up in a hurry. Oh, it's a fumble on the play. Sterling recovers. Cassius took a good shot there in the backfield. He coughs it up at the 20-yard line. 4:43 to go. Sterling's going to take back over. They had a really, really good drive getting put together. Had a lot of confidence. That one's tough to swallow. So now Sterling takes back over at their own 20. Hunter Hirschfield comes in motion in the slot. Right to left, give it to Jager. Up the middle he goes. Pick up a 4. Give him 5. Believe both teams still have all 3 timeouts as well.
Yep.
They fake it to Jager this time. Hunter Diamond's going to take it off the right side, looking for room along Sterling's sideline. Gets popped there on the sideline. Gets pushed out of bounds. He's got the first down. Pickup of about 7, but he paid a price.
Yep. Percy Holdle having a really good game tonight on the defensive side of the ball. Being very physical, coming up, making tackles.
Yeah, I think Diamond thought he was just going to be able to step out of bounds there. Percy Holdle lay a lick on him.
He said, well, we'll have none of that. You're going to be on my field. I'm going to take you head on.
Yeah. Under 4 minutes to go now. Tight ends on the left side of the formation. Mikowski's coming in motion, left to right. They give it to Jager up the middle. He's got a hole. He breaks free at the 40, at the 50. Percy Holdle finally drags him down at the brush 35. That's a huge run. That's 30 yards for Carter Jager. Longest run of the game.
Just like we said, when you got Andrew Herrera going and running, how he wears down the defense, Jager's starting to do that with Brush right now.
A little bit.
He's starting to overpower him. Their line is just taking advantage of our defensive line right now, and we have got to do a better job of being more physical and attacking.
Yeah, and it looks like Herrera, he's probably done for the night. He's still on the sideline, helmet off. He's up moving around a little bit, but I think he's got some ice on that right knee. I don't think we'll see him again tonight. Man in motion again, right to left. Give it to Jager. He's going to bounce it around the left side this time. Cuts it upfield across the 20, across the 15. Ball comes out along the sideline. Or they're playing a dangerous game at Sterling.
Game.
Jager picks up another first down. I think they're going to give him 20 yards, 21, down to the 9-yard line. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal.
.306 to go. Clock stopped.
And if you're Brush, you didn't want to have this happening right now. It's not.
I think you just got to be going for the ball here. Sterling's shown they can put it on the grass. Jager wraps it with both hands this time. Not running near as hard, protecting that ball with 2 hands. Timeout's going to be called here.
52, Riley Tuck. For number 77, Eli Klein.
They haven't indicated who called the timeout yet. I would assume Brush. Assume Brush took their timeout, took their first one in the second half. Trying to save some time here to go back down the field themselves. fourth quarter brought to you by Rudy's Tires, 9 locations across northeast Colorado and Nebraska. Means there's always a location close by. Rudy's Tires brings you Eastern Plains Sports Today every weekday on 1010 KSIR. Visit rudystires.com for more.
Two 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go in this fourth quarter, Tyler. Second down and just outside the 8-yard line for Sterling.
Goal to go. They're going to put another 10 seconds
10
back
seconds.
on. That helps.
Copy, 2:59.
Two men split out to the left, one to the right. They give it to Hirschfeld here from that tight end spot. He come right to left, took it up the middle, and he's going to put it in the end zone for Sterling. They go up 20-14 with 2:53 to go. That was a good play design. He didn't even notice Hirschfeld had replaced Evans in that tight end position.
Yeah, and they brought their, once again, pulled that right tackle around, and Hirschfeld just followed right in behind him and had clean sailing to the end zone.
Virtually untouched till he got to the goal line. Extra point. Up and good. Sterling goes up 21-14 with 2:53 to go. Rush is going to have to try it. Put together a game-tying or game-winning drive.
Got to get, yeah.
Really going to miss Herrera again.
Well, if you're Brush, Tyler, you got to hope that you can control this clock, or you can utilize all the time on the clock, get down and score, take it into overtime, depending on what, I don't know that you want to go for the win in this situation. Depends on, because it depends on how things go when you get down there and you score. But once again, you're relying on hopefully time expiring, but being tied up and going into overtime.
Sterling doesn't try and pooch kick this one. They kick it deep, taken at the 15. Rush return man will take it down shy of the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the ball because it's been working for you, but also you chew up a lot of time. So they haven't been very successful in a lot of passing. So I don't know what you're doing in this situation. Maybe a bootleg rollout, bootleg pass,
yeah,
something like that.
I'm bootlegging out, and
Yep.
Dylan Krob's getting a heavy dose.
Yep. You got to hope that maybe Trey Romero can come up with a big catch here somewhere in this series.
Haven't seen a lot of that new formation either. Saw it
Yep.
briefly there in the first quarter, and Coach Rosenbrock's elected to go back to what these boys know. Rico faked that keeper around the right side.
Yep. They're just running a 46 right there where the halfback goes up, leads through the hole, tries to pick up anybody that's outside there, and hopefully the halfback can pick up some positive yards.
So Rosenbrock still got 2 timeouts as well. 2:20 to go. Up the middle they go again. Haswell picks up maybe 1. They give him 2. Romero's tight end on the right. Got a man split out to the right. They go right. That's Dylan Krob. Up the middle he goes. Sterling trying to strip it. First down's picked up and more. 7 yards there. Down to the 46.
Oh, man. Eric Rico spikes the ball, kills the clock.
Minute 43 to go.
This is really a crucial down for him. I mean, this option there is second. Are we second down? First down. Should be
Why-
first and 10, right? Yeah, why
is the ball back at yard?
I don't know.
It's a spike ball. It's an incompletion. Rico's going to keep it. He's going to roll right. Got room to run. Trying to get to the sideline. He'll get there. Crowd's getting feisty.
Yeah.
Mikowski able to ride him out. Good job by Rico fighting to get out of bounds. Mikowski had him in bounds.
Time is definitely not on the side for Brush today.
4 yards there by Eric Rico. Yeah, I mean you're gonna have to do most of this on the ground. Through the air, just hasn't treated you well. Rico's gonna roll left this time. Looking for room, gets popped at the line of scrimmage. Good grief. Brush is gonna burn another timeout. Goodness.
Yeah, that time Eric Rico just went to the wide side of the field, ran a bootleg left, and he looked like he initially had a running lane right there, but all of a sudden the Sterling defense just came up and they just leveled him, lifted him off the ground and slammed him down. So they had to use their last timeout. I believe that is their last timeout.
Minute 27 to go in the fourth. Timeout brought to you by Gordon Insurance. Be prepared for everything life throws at you. Car, life, farm, and crop insurance, all at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com. You're listening to 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Beat Digger football from Larry Mills Field, Beat Digger Stadium. Brush down 21-14. They led 14-7 at the half. Sterling able to put 2 scores on the board in this second half. Brush had a very respectable drive going that stalled and ended at the Sterling 20 with a Cassius Middlemiss fumble. This game may look very different at this point. Had Brush been able, they had a really nice drive going there. Instead, they're at the Sterling 49. Rico's going to roll right, looks to pass. He's got Romero in the open at the 40. At the 35, Romero puts his shoulder down, breaking tackles across the 30-yard line. Big play there. Trey Romero wide open as wide open gets. 25-yard pitch and catch there. Rico to Trey Romero.
We've been waiting for that all day long. They came out in the situation, got him open one-on-one, isolated him. He was able to catch the ball, get upfield, and then get out of bounds.
Put his shoulder down, too. Picked up another 3 or 4 yards before he went out. Rico going to try that same play now. Right there. Oh, Sterling player. Not good. Defensive back play there by number 3, Luke Peterson. Ran the same play. Peterson didn't get a hand on Romero and then missed the ball as well. Just kind of whiffed on it. That's another 8 yards.
Yeah, Trey doing a great job catching the ball, knowing where he's at, trying to get as many yards as he can, then last minute gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
I kind of baffled by Peterson's play there. Defensive back just kind of got stuck in no man's land. Brush goes heavy set right. They give it to Krob. Krob picks up enough for a first down. They give him 2 yards. Clock's going to be under a minute. Clock should have stopped a little bit for
them to set the ball.
Chain. 50 seconds.
Yep.
Marker says third down, but it's first
down.
Yeah, it's first down. Give it to Krob here off the right side. Krob stopped. Brush had one more timeout, and they used it.
That's the last one.
That is their last timeout. So Krob picks up 6 there. 38.5 seconds to go. Brush's final timeout brought to you by Northeastern. It's not just college, it's Northeastern, largest residential community college in Colorado. Wants to help you in your educational journey. Visit njc.edu for more.
Krob doing a great job.
Yeah.
Weaving in and out of the traffic there, running that ball, doing a good job. I mean, Sterling is just they're over pursuing. They're physically, they're just moving fast. He's doing a great job of just dodging blockers and running the ball and picking up positive yardage. Now I look for them. They've got to take a shot to the end zone, and depending on where they come out, they are on that ball's on this near hash right now. So they might look to go ahead, maybe roll left and try to throw to Trey, maybe a crossing route from the right hand side to throw him the ball. He's been their most productive receiver today, especially in this last minute and a half.
I think if I'm Rosenbrock, I'm going back to Krob, trying to pick up the first down and then get up and spike it.
Got to find out where Trey's lined up at. Oh, he's on the far side of the
he's
field.
on the far left.
Nope,
They give it to Krob off the left side. I think he's got the first down. He does.
Yep.
Picked up about 5. Get up and spike it.
Spike it.
Get up and spike it. Get up and spike it. Get up and spike it. Get up and spike it.
Okay. 29 seconds. Clock stops. Got to put like 2 more seconds on that clock.
Yeah.
Going to be spotted at the 11-yard line. Second and goal. Correction from the 6-yard line. Second and goal.
Yep, so that was first down.
Yep.
Be second and goal to go from the 6, 27 seconds.
I'd say this is a bootleg run with Eric.
Now you can bootleg. You're on the far side.
Yep.
You can bootleg to your sideline, to the wide side of the field. Of course, if you're Sterling, you're probably playing that as well.
Where's Jager lined up at? That's the key, is where he's lined up at.
Jager will line up. He's going to line up on the offensive
Tight
left
inside.
side. They're going power left. They go off the Krob side. Krob's going to get dropped in the backfield. We got to get up the line here. Should have 2 plays. Should have 2 plays called.
That's a delay. That's a delay of game from Sterling throwing that ball.
12 seconds to go. Krob's going to get dropped in the backfield again. That's probably going to end it. They're going to have time to run another play. That'll do it. Sterling makes 2 big defensive stops on Dylan Krob runs at the end of this game. They're going to take the victory 21-14. Sterling's going to move to 5-1. Brush is going to fall to 1-5. Brush, hard-fought game there in this league matchup. Teams will line up and shake hands. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your post-game show right here on 1010 KSIR. Brush for Morgan. Welcome in to your Bee Digger post-game show, brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Water is key to your crop success. Advanced Agri Solutions has year-round and seasonal probes that will make sure you have the right amount of water. Call Dusty or Roxy McCormick at 970-571-2024. Your Bee Diggers drop a heartbreaker to their league foe, the Sterling Tigers, 21-14. Brush loses a 14-7 lead at the half. Sterling comes from behind to score 2 there in the second half to go up 21-14, and then makes 2 big defensive stops on back-to-back plays there at the end of the fourth quarter. Brush did not have any timeouts. Dylan Krob gets stopped twice, and that is where we stand. For the victorious Sterling Tigers, Carter Jager leading the way. I told you that when I announced he was a starter. 24 carries, over 200 yards, 2 scores. He put this game away, had 84 yards in that first half, had a touchdown there, had a touchdown in the second half, and then really iced this game with 2 runs of 20 and 30 yards respectively that set up an 8-yard touchdown run by Hirschfeld that put them up. Their quarterback, Hunter Diamond, he rushes 7 times for 36 yards. Hirschfeld, 4 carries, 42 yards, and that aforementioned touchdown. Tight end Evans ran the ball on a nice little trick play there for 20 yards. Through the air, Hunter Diamond, not great. 2 picks, 2 completions for 8 yards. Brush secondary had a really good day against him. They held Sterling's air attack in check for sure. Just Carter Jager able to carry the load. On Brush's offensive side of the ball, good first half. 1 fumble there early on. Eric Rico carries the ball 7 times for 28 yards. Axon Haswell, he totes the rock 19 times for 70 yards and 2 scores in that first half. Andrew Herrera ended up getting hurt late in that second half. He carries the ball 11 times for 56 yards. Dylan Krob, 10 carries for 44 yards. Cassius Middle Miss, 9 carries for 39 yards. Eric Rico, 2 of 3 through the air, 33 yards, had 2 nice completions to Trey Romero on that last drive to try and tie this game up. Just not enough for Brush at the end of the game. Able to spread the ball around quite nicely. 5 different ball carriers, Ron, just wasn't quite enough. Couldn't put this game away. It's a story of turnovers.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, also just talking about that, this team right now needs to figure out how they can finish games. That's the big thing, and that's confidence. That's younger guys playing. But the big thing is being able to put a game away, and when it's in your hands. And mistakes has killed them. Fumbles, those type of things are just killing them. And they come at crucial times in the game, which is really bad because in the fourth quarter, Brush was looking at a 7-play drive there. With like 45 yards, okay, inside the 20-yard line. They're going ready to get in the score, and they fumble the ball, give it right back to Sterling again, and then, of course, the game is over at that time. Looking at total possessions for the game, Brush had the ball 10 times, okay? Sterling had the ball 8 times. But in the second half, Brush gave the ball over in their first possession, gave it over on downs. They had a fumble, and then once again, no score. They had to punt. The next thing, Sterling had a fumble, but then the big thing, 2 TDs back-to-back off of turnovers from Brush. So that's the difference in the game right there. And so, they've got to figure out a way that they can, come back and regroup. I know it's not going to be easy. Coaches, they got a lot of work ahead of them. I know that, when you're not winning games and you're losing games that close, it's really tough on you as a coaching staff. It's really tough on the players. So they've got to figure out how they're going to regroup. They're going to watch film, obviously, again. They're going to figure out where their mistakes are. But honestly, the mistakes are not a matter of football play, okay? It's just a matter of discipline and not concentrating. Holding on to the ball is a big thing. It's not a matter of plays and what they did and didn't do, in the game as far as execution goes. It's just a matter of finishing a game, but also not making those mistakes, not turning the ball over. You've got to figure out a way to secure the ball when you go down to the ground and not let that ball get out of your hands.
You found some other running backs, too, with some injuries and some other things. Axton Haswell ran really hard. Andrew Herrera, before he got hurt, doing a great job. Dylan Krob ran really hard. His 10 carries really, really helped him get into position there in that fourth quarter to try and have a chance to win. Does a great job protecting the ball as well. It really was just a story of 2 halves. Sterling not able to overcome their turnovers in the first half, and then Brush not able to overcome theirs in the second half. Player of the game brought to you by Better Electric. They cover all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. Better Electric is proud to bring you our game archives available on all social media. I think it's pretty easy from a Sterling standpoint, player of the game, but for Brush, you got a couple different players to pick. Some guys that stepped up into bigger roles. Eric Rico played really good. Percy Odell, Levi Cox in the secondary, they played really good. And then your multitude of ball carriers who stood out.
I think looking at it right now, I think in the first half, I'm going to break it down by halves. First half, player of the game, Andrew Herrera. Okay. Second half, I think we're talking the defensive backs with Cox and Percy Odell playing really well. It's such a toss up because it's hard to narrow down just one guy because it is a team game, obviously. But I think they found some good positive things with Andrew Herrera. He's a big guy. They can get him the ball more. He's also very, very versatile. He can go in and play tackle. He can play tight end. He comes in that power set when they overload and they go, unbalanced right or left, and he's another extra big body to block people. So if we're going to have to narrow down to one guy, I'd say for this game, until he got hurt, was Andrew Herrera.
Yeah. I really like the way Axton Haswell played tonight, carrying that ball, again, 19 times for 70 yards. Just too much Carter Jager, too much big number 74. He goes for over 200. All stats are unofficial. He probably had more than that. 2 scores there. Once again, Hirschfield with the go-ahead in the fourth quarter. Brush falls to Sterling, 21-14. They fall to 1-5. Sterling goes to 5-1. Brush will be at Fort Lupton next week. That'll be a Saturday game as well as a 6 o'clock start. I'll be with you. Paul Acosta will be by my side for that one. 2 more league games to go, Ron, and then, or I'm sorry, 3. You're right, 3. Fort Lupton, Weld Central, and then the Academy to wrap up Brush season. So still stuff to play for.
Yeah, the season's not over with because a lot of this comes down to the RPI, those points that they give and teams earn depending upon their opponents. Brush is definitely not in a favorable position right now, so they got to hope for a lot of work from other teams too that they played. But the main thing, they just got to figure out a way to win some games. That's all they got to do. 1 week at a time. They got to come back next week. Got to figure out how to win a game. Even though that opponent's probably not as tough as Sterling, although I'm not saying Sterling was a tough opponent because we hung with them, toe to toe. Just a couple of mistakes. So they've got to put that beside them. Put it behind them, figure out what they do really well, concentrate on that, work on that, and prepare for Fort Lupton next week, and hopefully come away with a win and start building some more momentum.
Once again, post-game show brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. I think that'll do it for myself and Ron tonight. Once again, final score 21-14. Sterling takes the victory. Thank you to Rose Condis back at the station doing a fabulous job as always. Paul Costa will be by my side next week from Fort Lupton. Once again, that's a Saturday game at 6 o'clock. Thank you, everybody, to tuning in to Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. For Ron Albo, I'm Tyler Carmen. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Get home safe.